Hey everyone, this is Ken, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial, guys, on a brand new storage system for 1.18 and 19. Now, what's great about this, guys, you can literally make this any size you want, plus it's fully automatic. And a great thing about this, guys, this thing works on the Bedrock and the Java edition, so it's a win-win right across the board. Now, let's start off with this side chest here, guys. This is where you're going to drop off all your items, and they're all going to get sorted out through these chests. Now, as you can see, guys, there's nothing in stone. We're going to take three different items, some stone, diamond, as you can see, is empty, and this new ink sac. Now we're going to drop the glow ink sac, the diamonds, and the stone, all 22 in each one, and you're going to see that this is a light indicator, letting you know that that's getting sorted out. Now, as you can see right away, guys, it doesn't take that much time for this to travel to where it needs to be at. And it's such a quick and efficient system. And as you can see, we got 22 there. We got the diamonds coming in at 22. And we got the stone 22 exactly the way it is. And the cool thing about this, if you put an item that's not part of your whole sorting system, it will bypass everything, as you can see, and go directly into that chest. And that light will let you know that there's something in that chest that wasn't sorted out. Look at that, all 10. Perfect. And it's a really simple system, guys, that you can really expand to as big as or as small as you want. Now, at this point, guys, pause the video if you need to, guys. That 4x8 area is always going to be the front end. And that white area is just generally your storage system. It will always be about 8 long. So to kind of further explain this is kind of where you're going to drop your items off, and items that are going to not be sorted out will come to that front side. That will never change. This white area will always be your store setup, but it will always be 8 long. And just keep in mind, these little corner pieces is that curvature part that's always going to be 4x4. So bear that in mind when you're really designing your layout. Now, once you chose how big you want to make this, guys, you're going to add about a few blocks right here. Add 2 stairs. Add about a few more blocks on the side. Add some upside down stairs here. And then just cover up the top part like so. Now, let's go right behind it, guys. This is going to be the output chest. So for that, you're going to go 1 block to the side, place a dropper with a hopper going towards it, and right in front of it, that's where you're going to place your soul sand. Now place your block there, and you're going to place 1 large chest on top. Perfect. Now you can place a target block right there with a block behind the dropper with a comparator going forward on subtract mode with a block in front, redstone dust in front of it, a block on the side of it, a repeater going the opposite direction with 2 pieces of redstone dust. Now, the reason we have that target block is so that it always activates that block once the system is always activated. Now, right here, guys, inside, you're going to have those 2 blocks. You're going to curve that redstone dust going forward. Add 2 blocks, and that's where you're going to place your light indicator. Now, that little piece of redstone dust is optional. Now, over here, guys, repeat the same exact layout as far as the chests and the blocks and the stairs and so forth, just so you can have some symmetry on both sides. The difference is, guys, you're going to add a few blocks here, add a large chest, and these are going to be the items that never get, that did not get sorted out in the system. Now, on the right side, place 2 hoppers. Then you're going to place 2 blocks like so, add 2 more blocks, and then wrap it around till you get to that point. Then you're going to place a block behind the redstone lamp. And right over here, guys, in front of this block, you're going to place a comparator going forward, a block in front, a repeater going forward, block in front, and 2 pieces of redstone dust. Now, this is the fun part, guys. This is where you set up your chest layout, all right? You can literally set it up any height you want, okay? So once you really chose what you want, I'm just going to choose a 3 chest setup, nothing crazy. You're going to have to repeat this as long as you want, right across the board in this pattern. Just make sure the chests are connected when you're doing this, okay? Then curve it right there at the edge, as you can see right next to it. And once again, repeat the same exact pattern, guys. Then you're going to go on this side as well and simply mirror the same image. So you can make this as tall or as wide as you want it. But once you're done, you should have this look. And then you're going to place some hoppers. Before we do that, place a repeater going there and then place your hoppers, because that repeater is going to prevent that block from locking that hopper. Okay, so that was a little correction I had to make, but make sure at this point, guys, you place a hopper behind every chest. And once again, guys, at this corner, place a repeater right there, prevents any locking of any hoppers. Now, once you've done that small change, guys, this is where it gets a little more interesting. You can either add a barrel on top of the hopper or a chest. Just make sure the chests are not connected. Either one will work the same way, but to be on the safe side, guys, just place a barrel right on top of each hopper on the top end. And once you've done that, place a hopper right behind each barrel like so. Now we're going to start setting up the actual sorting system. Now you're going to place 3 blocks right behind that hopper. In the middle, add another 3 more blocks. 1 in the middle here, break the one on top, and you should have this pattern. Now we're going to place a repeater going forward in that slot with a redstone torch right in front of that block, guys. And trust me, that redstone torch is extremely important with the sorting system. It locks that block to prevent anything from going down that shouldn't. Then you can place a comparator going forward right on top of that block with 3 pieces of redstone dust. Now, just memorize this pattern, guys, because you're going to have to repeat it to each slot. Then you're going to place a hopper, but make sure that hopper is facing the comparator, not going straight down. Now, like I said earlier, guys, simply repeat the same identical pattern right across each hopper setup. Okay? Add your redstone torches, and trust me, guys, it's basically rinse and repeat to simply replicate this to every spot that you're going to set your storage setup. Add your redstone dust. And not to worry, guys, I want to explain everything in detail, why things kind of work the way they do, and kind of get a little more in depth on how to set this up and just kind of answer a lot of your questions. Because I know a lot of you guys in the comments tend to ask a very repetitive question when it comes to the sorting setup. Now, right over here, guys, same exact thing. 3 blocks there, 3 blocks underneath, 1 block under. Break the first block. And voila, guys, we're simply replicating the same exact setup on either side. Add your comparators, hopper going towards it, and of course, your 3 pieces of redstone dust going forward. Then add a row of blocks like so. And then once you set this whole setup up, now we're going to start working on the front end. Now you could use ice on top of the barrels. The only problem is they might melt. So you just got to bear that in mind. But the safest way, guys, to go is with the packed ice. Plus, it's a little faster. So you're going to wrap this around parallel to the barrels on top or underneath until you get all the way to the other side. Now right here, guys, just make sure your 1 block right there straight to that actual hopper. The reason for that is you want to place a few blocks here, and that's where all the items that didn't get sorted out fall right into. So place a few blocks here to make this perfect chute right into that hopper. Leave this open. Now you could use a cobblestone wall or an actual fence. They both do the same exact thing, but I like to use a cobblestone wall. You're going to bring it right forward parallel to the top part of that hopper. Add a few blocks here and a few more blocks here if you want to. It's really your choice at this point. Now we're going to take a block here and just simply wrap it around till we get to the other side. Now, like I reiterated, guys, you could use regular ice. You just risk the chance of it melting. Now with the packed ice, guys, you're going to add 2 more right there, then add a block there and 2 more right behind it, creating this kind of S shape. Now, starting from here, guys, add a few blocks going up till you connect with the ice. A few more blocks here. And a few more blocks right here as well. And believe it or not, guys, this is generally going to be the outside of your storage area. Add a few blocks there and just kind of decorate this area to your choice. That's the only time we actually get out of the actual frame. Then add a few blocks here, 1 block there, and then connect that to the other side like so, you see? Now, right here, you're going to add 1 large chest. Once you've done that, you're going to fill this whole thing up with a water source from top to bottom. So add a water source going up there so you create this bubble effect so that the soul sand can shoot items all the way up. Perfect. Then I like to personally add a slab here. It makes everything kind of run better. Or you can add a block right above it. But I would highly suggest, guys, adding that slab. It just makes everything kind of run a bit smoother. Now starting here on top of each hopper, you're going to add a cobblestone wall. Or you can actually use an actual fence. It's your choice. I personally prefer the cobblestone wall, but they both do the same exact thing. It's more of a personal preference at this point. Then you can extend it until you get to the parallel with that ice block right there. And then you can add 3 chests. So 1 there, 2 there, 1, 2, and 3. That makes sense. So 1 large chest and 1 small chest. And you're going to add a straight line, a cobblestone wall going right here. So you're parallel to that ice. Then add 3 chests like so. 1, 2, 3. And of course, extend this all the way until you connect to the rest of that wall as well. Now, what I like to do, guys, is add a sign when doing the whole water setup and a block of water. But if you don't want to use a sign, I've seen other people use trapdoors, which also work as well. You can also use an actual fence gate. Just make sure you place it in this manner so it doesn't connect and just keep it open. Or as another option, guys, you can actually use a slab. Now, these are just a few options, guys. I'm pretty sure there's more out there. But my safest choice, guys, that never failed me is a sign. And it's fireproof. Now, just simply place this setup back and forth till you get all the way to the other side, like so. Awesome. Now we got to really start decorating this. Now, I want to show you a few tips, guys. Make sure you add a stair above the actual chest so it doesn't prevent the actual chest from opening. Because if you place a solid block, guys, it's going to lock the entire chest. See? Looks like a regular block, but it allows you to open the chest with no headaches. Now, once you've done that, guys, add another row of blocks right above that. Just kind of wrap that around. And at this point, guys, simply decorate it to your style. Perfect. Now, at this point, guys, we're going to start doing the setting up of the actual sorting system. And I'm going to show you a few reasons why it has to be set up a certain way and just give you a few fixes if you have any issues. Now, the general idea here, guys, is to set 1 item in the last 4 slots and 41 items in the first slot. Plus, there was always going to be 1 item stuck in that 1 hopper underneath. Now, if this ever happens where you put your items in and the items get sucked down into the bottom chest and you're like, what's happening? See that torch right there, guys? Check it out. If that torch is not there, it's going to unlock this hopper and suck down all your items into the chest itself. It's a common problem that I tend to see a lot of people do. It's a simple missing of that torch, guys, that's not locking that hopper, preventing everything from that hopper to slide all the way down to the bottom. So that's kind of a tip, little trick. If that happens to you guys, just bear in mind you just simply forgot that torch. Now, at this point, let's talk about an extra security feature that a lot of people don't talk about. Is name tagging that dirt that you use for the last 4 slots. Trust me, it makes a huge difference. I know it takes a little extra work, guys. Name it whatever you want. Doesn't matter, guys. You know, definitely when you get a chance at this moment, guys, make sure to subscribe. Hit that like button, guys. Trust me, it makes a huge difference to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Now, another third mistake, guys, is filling up those 4 slots to max so that just 1 item is needed for that. As you can see, people don't want to use 41 items. Now, the reason we put 41 items is because if that maxes out, guys, it only gives a signal strength for 1. It doesn't affect the guy next to it. See? The max will go is 1 signal strength at the end, only affecting that. But see how this is kind of maxed out? If you max that out to the top part, check this out. It affects both sides, completely turning off the sorting system on both left and right. And at one point, guys, it's going to empty out both slots and completely destroy the whole system. That's why we have that overflow protection. And that naming of the dirt, remember I showed you guys earlier? If I put regular dirt in, check this out, it bypasses that renamed dirt. I know it sounds weird, but it actually bypasses it completely because it doesn't recognize it. And that's what gives that extra security. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this, guys, and make sure to hit that like button and leave in the comments if you have any questions. Once again, thank you. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching. Remember to please leave a comment and to click that subscribe button if you want to join. Thank you.